Welcome back. Today is day 5. So today we're going to step into something a little deeper. We're going to go to a place where your soul history meets your current lifetime. We're going to talk about past lives, the vows that we make, the memories that we hold on to in our bodies, and the patterns that we've carried for lifetimes without even realizing it. So we'll start off with what is past life interference. Let me just explain it better for you. Past life interference is the emotional, energetic, or karmic residue of something that happened in another lifetime that your soul has not completed. It can appear as a fear of being seen or a resistance to success. I get that quite a lot with people when they come in, even when they're really, really successful, but somehow they sabotage themselves. Or they can have a pattern of overgiving, a fear of abandonment, or it could be a tendency to stay small, a belief that you must carry others, a fear of speaking your own truth, a fear of being alone, quite a lot of people have that one, and a sense of danger when you try to grow. These reactions often feel bigger than the situation in front of you, and that is your clue. Your soul remembers even when your conscious mind doesn't. So let us step into gently investigating again, and I want you to ask yourself, what pattern in my life feels older than this lifetime? Don't force an answer, just let your body speak before your mind does. You may feel a heavy sensation, or you could feel a tightening, or a pull, or drawn to a word, or a picture, or sometimes you can have just a really strong sense of knowing, because this is your soul pointing you towards that interference. Now ask, where do I feel out of proportion emotionally? So think of moments when your reaction surprised you, or fear that arrived too fast, or a sadness that felt ancient, or it could even be an anger that had no clear trigger. These emotions often belong to another lifetime. So your job today is to identify the thread, not the entire story, just identify what is repeating itself, that thread. The 3 most common forms of past life interference are vows, old vows. And we may have made those a vow with a partner. It could also be a vow if you were perhaps a nun or a monk, or you were vowing to be loyal to someone or something. So vows are really, really strong. These are vows that your soul made in other lifetimes that remain active until consciously dissolved. Common ones can include, I must stay small. I must not outshine others. I must protect everybody. I must not speak my truth. I must stay loyal even when it hurts. I must not seek wealth or comfort. I must not leave my community. And I must put others before myself. Now, those are vows that were created for survival, really, not growth. And of course, we're wanting all of this work that we're doing each day to bring us a step forward so that we'll be able to manifest what we want in 2026. So the next one is unfinished emotional cycles. And this is a really strong one with a lot of people, the fear of loss. And then there's fear of betrayal. fear of abandonment, fear of stepping into power. If you lived through trauma in another life, the emotional imprint can surface again and again whenever life asks you to grow. The third one is an energetic memory in the body. The body holds soul memory. So you could get a tight throat when speaking the truth, or maybe a heavy chest when setting boundaries, or stomach tension when stepping into success. Now, these are not random sensations, they're actually echoes from other lifetimes. So how do we recognize our pattern? So first of all, bring to mind the pattern that surfaced earlier, the one that feels older than your current life. And then ask yourself, when does this pattern show up? What triggers it? What emotion sits beneath it? The reason behind the need for it? Does it feel like mine, or does it feel older? Most people feel a deep sense of recognition here, a moment where the truth clicks. So trust that moment. This is your soul showing you the thread that you are ready to release. So let's talk about the release. Find a still point inside yourself. Take a breath and then say internally, I release every vow, imprint, memory, fear, and pattern that no longer belongs to me in this lifetime. I free myself from stories of the past, and I step fully into the timeline of this life now. You might feel a subtle shift as you say this because your energy responds to truth. Your field changes when you speak with clarity. Now imagine the old pattern appearing in front of you as a shape or colour. Hold it gently in your awareness. Don't fight it. Don't push it away. Just simply acknowledge it. Then picture it dissolving or softening or breaking apart and returning to neutral energy. You're not just clearing history here, you're liberating your future. So let's look at the closing reflection questions that I like to ask at the end. What pattern in my life feels older than this lifetime? What old vow might still be shaping my behaviour? Where in my body do I feel past life memory most strongly? What changed when I released the imprint? What becomes possible when this chapter no longer follows me? So tomorrow, on day 6, we're going to rewrite your soul contract for 2026. That's really exciting because you can make it, you can create your reality any way you want. A conscious contract based on freedom and clarity and truth. So as usual, I want to do a little meditation here that'll be about what we've just been talking about. So if this feels right and you're able to, I'm going to start it now. So this is called clearing past life interference. So settle into a comfortable position and let your breath slow and deepen. Feel the weight of your body grounding you and feel a sense of quiet arrive. Close your eyes if that feels right and bring your awareness to your chest. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your breath. This is your anchor, your center, your gateway into deeper awareness. Breathe. Take a slow inhale and release it gently. And let your whole system soften. Today, you clear the echoes of past lives, patterns that feel older than this lifetime, fears that don't match your story, vows that once kept you safe but now hold you back. You're not going backwards. You are simply dissolving what no longer belongs. Breathe. Take another breath and feel the ground beneath you. Feel your body settle into safety. Now imagine a soft light forming above your head. It's warm and calm, and it's ancient in a way that feels familiar. This light represents your soul's truth, the version of you that has lived through many lifetimes and carries quiet wisdom. Let the light descend slowly. Feel it touch the top of your head. And let it move down through your face, down through your throat, your chest, your stomach, down through your hips, your legs, until it reaches your feet. And you are held within this light, safe, steady, and supported. Now ask your inner self silently, what patterns in my life feel older than this lifetime? Don't chase the answer. Let it rise naturally. You may feel an emotion, a word, a colour, a memory, or simply a knowing. Trust the first thing that arrives and hold this pattern gently in your awareness. Don't analyze it. Don't judge it. Just acknowledge it. Now imagine that the pattern forms into a small shape in front of you, It could be a sphere, or a cloud, or a symbol, or anything else that feels right. This shape represents the past life residue that is ready to be cleared. So bring your attention to your breath. Breathe. Slowly inhale and softly exhale. Now say silently, with calm authority, I release every pattern, vow, fear, and memory that no longer belongs to this lifetime. I free myself from the stories of the past. I return fully to the truth of who I am today. As you speak these words, imagine the shape beginning to dissolve. The edges soften. The colour fades. And the energy disperses like a mist in sunlight. Now feel your body respond. Maybe feel a slight lightness. A breath that feels deeper. Or a subtle shift in your chest or stomach. Your system knows when something is being released. Now imagine the warm light around you, growing brighter, and it fills the space where the old pattern once lived. It restores clarity. It restores strength. It restores your lifetime to the present moment. Take a long, slow breath in and let it fill your whole body. Exhale gently. Feel the release complete. Now place a hand on your heart, if that feels right, and hold yourself with tenderness. You have just shifted something deep, something meaningful, something that frees your 2026 path. Now take one final breath. Inhale clarity and exhale the past. Now wiggle your fingers, move your shoulders, and return to the room at your own pace. Open your eyes when you're ready. You have just cleared what was never meant to follow you.